We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello and welcome to the session of International Finance. I am Dr. Krunal Bua. I will be presenting today the session of rollover contract. I have also mentioned one small case study. I will discuss about the rollover, what are the modus operandi in rollover and how rollover contract works. So let's see the further slides. As I have mentioned in my previous session that forward contracts are available, especially forward contracts are popular for 30 days forward contract, 60 days forward contract, 90 days and 6 months. So whenever anyone who is in need of foreign currency, when importer want foreign currency, or anyone who is obligation having to pay in foreign currency, it is easy for them to enter into contract for 6 months. Before or more than 6 month contract are practically difficult to find out. Yes, we can find out the theoretical value by use of Fisher if the formula that is called IRPT, interest rate parity theory, but that is again theoretical value of forward. The actual value of forward, the value at which we can actually enter into contract, are available in market for 6 months. Now what if I want for currency, I'm exposed to currency risk for more than 6 months. Let's say for example, I have obligations to pay foreign currency for almost 2 years. Now how I can hedge myself for 2 years? Because practically a bank will be providing us the forward rate, or the permission is there to enter into forward rate for 180 days, that is for 6 months. Now what if someone is having obligation, or they actually want for more than 6 months? Now for that there is a rollover forward contract. Now what is rollover? Let us see in detail. Now as you can see, there are situations in like foreign currency loan. For example, anyone who has taken foreign loan and it is repaid in equal installment over a number of years. Like say for example, I have taken loan for 1.5 year. Every 6 months I have to pay equal installment. So how I can hedge myself, and how I can get surely I'll get the foreign currency for this duration, that is for 1.5 year. Now practically I can hedge myself for 6 months. Now for next 2 installment I'm still exposed to risk. But rupee rollover contract, in this a person can enter into 1.5 year of contract, but your rate is available for 6 months. So it will be more clear when we see this with a practical example with the case study. Let's see further what is this rollover contract. Like the duration of such payment may be long. As I said, the duration of payment is more than 6 months, and therefore exchange risk is involved. Yes, there is definitely exchange risk, the risk of not available of currency, because for 6 months only the contract is available. The 4 contract dates falling after 6 months are practically not available. In such situation, rollover forward contracts are used to cover the exchange rate risk. So in next slide I'll explain you in layman's term what is meaning of rollover contract. Meaning of rollover contract. Rollover forward contract is one where the forward contract is initially booked for the total amount of loan to be repaid. So continue with the previous example. My loan is for 1.5 year, so I'll enter into contract with bank for 1.5 year. That means my full amount, not for 1.5 year, but I'll enter into contract with bank for my requirement of loan, which is of full amount. As and when the installment falls due, so for example, let's say my loan is for 3 lakh
and every 6 months I have to pay 1 lakh, 1 lakh and 1 lakh. So a customer will enter into contract with bank initially with 3 lakh dollar, requirement of 3 lakh dollar. First installment that I can actually go to bank and I'll actually take the delivery of all 3 lakh dollar, but I have to pay only one installment. That means I'll be using only 1 lakh dollar. So first initially the rollover contract modus operandi is like this. The customer will enter into a contract with bank with full amount of loan, which is 3 lakh. After 6 months I'll take the delivery of 3 lakh dollars. Now I have to use only 1 lakh dollar because the loan is to be repaid in 3 equal installment of 1 lakh rupees after every 6 months. So I'll use 1 lakh, and remaining 2 lakh dollar which I have, which actually now I don't require, I'll again sell it to bank. And at the same time, on the same date, that is after 6 months, when I'm giving 2 lakh rupees to bank, now again I'll enter into for next 6 months contract. I'll buy this 2 lakh after another 6 months and I'll use only 1 lakh dollar. So after 1 year I'll use 1 lakh, again whatever 1 lakh is remaining extra I'll again sell it to bank, and on that day, that is after 1 year, again I'll enter into 6 months forward contract, and again after 6 months, that is after 1.5 year, I'll take the delivery of 1 lakh dollar. It will be more clear when we see the same example in the further slides. So definitely you will be getting this with facts and figures. The balance amount of the contract is rolled over till the due date of the next installment, and the process of extension continues till the loan has been repaid. As I said, initially I'll take all 3 lakh rupees, I'll use 1 lakh after 6 months, again I'll sell it back, which is called roll over contract. I'll use whatever I want, and remaining extra I'll again sell it to bank. That is called rollover contract. Now in next slide I'll explain you the facts and figures case study of this.
Now the detail of this case is the person has a borrowing of 3 lakh rupees of loan, and the condition of this loan is a person has to make equal amount of installment after every 6 months. So the loan is of 3 lakh dollar, and equal installment means after every 6 months a person has to make payment of 1 lakh dollar. The other details of what are the rates of spot rate, 6-month forward rate, 1 year forward rate are given in the next slide. I would like to I want you to write this case study, all this detail in your paper, and then further slide you can understand this case study.
This is a case study of rollover contract. Now let me first explain the case study, and what I would request you kindly write down this case study in your notebook, because this is a question, and in the next slide you need question in front of you, and then it will be easy for you to understand the case study. So I'm explaining this case study, and kindly note it down in your book. Assume the following rates. All rates are important. First I'll just read out the case study. Today, that means let's say for example today is 1st January. Today the spot rate or the 6-month forward rate, I'm sorry, today, that is on 1st January, if somebody wants to enter into contract for June, that is after 6 months, the rates are given 42 and 42.5. Now after 6 months, that means on June, that is on 30th June, spot rate of 30th June is 43 and 43.10. Now I think there is no requirement to mention 43 is bid rate and 43.10 is ask rate, which I have already mentioned in previous session. And on 30th June, if somebody wants to enter for another 6-month contract, that means now the expiry will be 31st December. So at the end of 6 months, today is 1st January, at the end of 6 months means 30th June, and on 30th June the contract for next 6 months, that means the contract for 31st December is available at 43.4 and 43.5. Now on 31st December, that is at the end of 1 year, which is given, the spot rate is 44 and 44.10, and on 31st December the contract for next 6 months, that means for next 30th June, the price is available at 44.5 and 44.6. Now on next 30th June, the spot rate is given as 45 and 45.10. Now the question what we need to find out is find the amount a person has to pay in the following three cases. If a person is not entering into hedging, number 2, if there is a rupee rollover contract, and number 3, if there are separate forward contract today, one is after 6 months and one is after 1 year from today. Now the case is a person has repayment obligation of 3 lakh dollar. Let's see what is the solution of this case in the further slide.
Now the solution, as we are supposed to provide them solution under three conditions. Number 1, a person has to repay this loan after every 6 months if person is not going for hedging, not going for rollover, and that means which indicates that after every 6 months a person will purchase this $1 lakh from bank at a spot rate. So these are the three conditions. If a person is repaying this $1 lakh by purchasing from spot market after every 6 months, what is the total cost? If person is using rollover transaction, what is the total cost? And if person is entering into separate contract after every 6 months, that means today I'll enter into contract for next 6 months of purchasing $1 lakh. After 6 months again I'll enter into contract for next 6 months for purchasing $1 lakh. And again after 1 year I'll enter into purchasing $1 lakh for next 6 months. Which option is better? Under which option a person will be having less cost? That is what we need to find out. Now this is the solution for no hedging. Under no hedging means a person will be buying this 1 lakh from the spot market. So the first installment person will pay after 6 months. So after 6 months spot rate, that is ask rate, because bank is selling and we are buying, will be used. So 1 lakh multiplied by 43.10, that means 43 lakh 10,000. Now after 1 year again person will purchase $1 lakh from bank. So at the end of 1 year the spot rate is available at 44.10 into 1 lakh, that is 44 lakh 10,000. And another after 6 months, that is after 1.5 year, again person will purchase from spot market, which is 45.10 into 1 lakh, that is 45 lakh 10,000. So this is the solution if person is not entering into hedging, not entering into rollover and buying from the spot market. Now the solution for rollover contract, this is important to understand. Now as I explained in theory, that in rollover contract initially a person has to enter into contract for full loan amount. So the person's full loan amount was 3 lakh. So today, that is 1st January, person will enter into 6 month forward contract of buying all 3 lakh dollars, right? So as you can see this on right hand side, the solution is on right hand side, and on left hand side I have kept the amount for your calculation. I mean, you can see this amount which rate we have used. On right hand side the solution is there. So today enter into contract that I will be buying $3 lakh after 6 months, though I'll be using only 1 lakh, but this is how rollover will work. So I'll be buying 3 lakh at 42.5 6 month forward rate. So the total payment a person will make is 3 lakh into 42.50, but a person will be using only 1 lakh to repay its loan, because the condition is after 6 months you have to pay your first installment, and first installment means only 1 lakh. So though I have purchased from bank $3 lakh, I will be using only $1 lakh, and remaining $2 lakh I will sell to bank. Now when I'm selling after 6 months. So after 6 months spot rate, right? Because I'm selling it to bank, I have purchased 3 lakh, I've used 1 lakh and repaid my loan, and on that day only I've decided whatever 2 lakh rupees extra I have, I will sell it to bank. So bank will be buying it from me, this 2 lakh, at 6 month spot rate. Bank will be buying, so bid rate will be used 6 months spot rate bid rate is 43, so bank will buy 2 lakh at 43 rupees. That means 86 lakhs I'll be receiving, and 3 lakh into 42.5 I'll be paying. So net amount which I'm paying is 41 lakh 50,000. So I have purchased 3 lakh. This is what my total cost is. So 3 lakh into 42.5 minus 2 lakh I have again given to bank. So bank will be giving me some cash. So 2 lakh into 43, bank will be giving me 86 lakhs. So actual cost from my pocket is only 41 lakh 50,000. And whatever 2 lakh rupees I have sold to bank on the same day, the moment when I'm selling this 2 lakh rupees, $2 lakh to bank, at the same time I'll enter into contract for another 6 months. So the 6-month forward rate which is given, you can see the after 6-month rate from today. Under that I have mentioned 6-month forward rate, and now I'll be buying from bank. So I enter into contract that I will buy remaining 2 lakh at 43.5. So after 1 year I'll be buying this 2 lakh rupees multiplied $2 lakh multiplied by 43.5 is my cash outflow. I'm having $2 lakh now, but again my installment is only 1 lakh, so I'll be using only 1 lakh, and remaining 1 lakh I will again sell it to bank after 1 year. After 1 year I'm selling on spot rate. Bank will be buying from me at spot rate, and the spot rate is 44. So bank will be purchasing this $1 lakh at 44 rupees. So 44 lakh rupees I'll receive, and I have paid 2 lakh into 43.5. So my actual cost is 43 lakhs. Now the moment when I'm selling $1 lakh after 1 year, on the same day again I'll enter into contract with bank that after 6 months, that is now 1.5 year, I'll be buying $1 lakh from you at the 44.6 rupees, because my contract I'm making after 1 year for next 6 months. So it is after 1 year, 6-month forward rate is given 44.6. So I'll be buying this 1 lakh into 44.6. So my third installment is costing me 44 lakh 60,000. So my cost under rollover for first installment, my cost is 41 lakh 50,000. Second installment, my cost is 43 lakh, and third installment my cost is 44 lakh 60,000. Now in next slide, if person is entering into separate hedging, what would be the cost? That we'll see. Now this is a solution for separate hedging. The first solution which we solved was if person is buying all this 1 lakh installment every 6 months at spot rate. Second solution was if person is entering into rollover. First initially you buy all 3 lakh, use 1 lakh, remaining 2 lakh you are selling to bank. Again you enter into contract for 2 lakh, use 1 lakh, and remaining 1 lakh you are selling to bank, and so on. Now in third, if a person is entering into separate forward contract, first 1 lakh rupees I want after 6 months. So today I'll enter into contract for 6 months of buying 1 lakh. Now after 6 months again I enter into contract for next 6 months for buying 1 lakh, and again after 1 year I'll enter into contract of buying $1 lakh after next 6 months. So this is what it is. So if I do this with a separate forward contract, so today I enter into for 6 months, the rate will be used as 42.5 into 1 lakh. So my first installment cost is 42 lakh 50,000. Second installment cost after 6 months, that means after 6 months I enter into contract for next 6 months. So the rate which I have given, or which is given in case study, is after 6 months the next 6 month forward rate is 43.5 into 1 lakh, so 43 lakh 50,000. And again total 1 year have gone, 2 installment have paid. So at the end of 1 year I will enter into another 6-month contract. So after 1 year there is a 6-month forward rate which is 44.6, buying $1 lakh, it is 44 lakh 60,000. So if a person is entering into separate contract, the first installment costing 42 lakh 50,000, next second installment costing 43 lakh 50,000, and third installment is costing 44 lakh 60,000. Now let's see which is what is the conclusion, which option is alternative is better for the investor, borrowers. So this is the conclusion of this case. The statement of showing payment of rupees under each alternatives are: number 1, first alternative, as you can see, option 1 is no hedging. Under no hedging, your first installment costing 43 lakh 10,000, second installment is costing 44 lakh 10,000, and third installment is costing 45 lakh 10,000. So total cost is 1 crore 32 lakh 30,000. Second option was rollover. Total cost is 1 crore 29 lakh 10,000. And the third option is separate forward contract, which is costing 1 crore 30 lakh 60,000. So clearly, it says rupee rollover is the best option. A person should enter into rupee rollover contract, and it is cheapest one, and it is make more saving for the borrower. So this is the conclusion, that rollover contract is better, and this is what the solution of this case study is. Thank you for the listening.